What's good, y'all? It's Casper. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the third season, episode 3 of Tulsa King. Third season, episode 3 of Tulsa King is called The G and the OG. It's 48 minutes, directed by Kevin Dowling. Episode 3 and the beginning flow of this episode, I would just say that is it going to be the same direction along the lines of just seeing Dwight finally establish and get this bourbon stuff going. The camera direction and a lot of the stuff that they're presenting, I just like how this third season so far has been taking us to a lot of cool places, giving us good authentic stuff to see, especially them in Tulsa. This episode, we see Dwight finally answer that phone call from that one dude, Agent Musso. A huge turn of events, because lingering around in the other episodes, that was becoming one of those things where, is Musso going to be an annoying character? Is Musso going to be someone that just going to change the pace of this whole TV show ride? Like, what is going on with Musso? We know that he's, an FBI agent and he wants Dwight to work with him. In this episode, we finally get more of a real understanding of why Musso keeps on bugging so much. We see Dwight get picked up by Musso and they're gonna go to Texas to go visit. I guess Musso has his eyes on some other gangster guy and is using Dwight as the person to approach this evil boss. Besides that, we're finally seeing Musso with more screen time. That interaction, you can see right there that he is going to be somebody that's just going to linger around here and there. Very interesting to see that Agent Musso just has Dwight tied up like this. Agent Musso has some other plans that we're definitely still figuring out. Seeing that they're on their way to Texas and Dwight meeting with that boss, that was a cool interaction. That was straight mafia style western vibe a little bit, which I really enjoyed. We're actually seeing more dialogue and we're seeing more characters just go back and forth with each other. So going with Dwight, that's the perspective we see in this episode, and honestly you can see that it's going to build up from there and to continue with the gang. The gang wants to actually do things on their own, thinking they're doing the right things. So you're seeing the gang, Bodie, Grace, Tyson, and Goody show up, but mostly Grace, Bodie, and Tyson are the ones in this episode kind of holding it down. Finally seeing the gang, interact with each other, not only in just like where they're working at. This episode, we're seeing them kind of go undercover to figure out what else is Dunmire about with the scenarios with the gang and seeing what they're doing in here. They do some things in here where you're like, okay, I can see why they're gonna do it, but then this episode does a really good job on just like, why would you even want to do that? Tyson really showed the unexperience that he has in the mafia world. Tyson really got me to a point in this episode where I'm like, it's getting to him a little bit too much. Later half of this episode was literally the great heart racing moments that I was looking for in this episode specifically. It felt like there was going to be a drag. Dwight not being involved with the gang in this episode was very insane, because don't get me wrong, Dwight finds out what happens. Dunmire's way more involved now, and you got his son Cole. Cole right here is really trying to have a presence in this series and in this season, and you can definitely feel it with this episode right here that he is not playing around. Seeing Mitch in this episode a lot more was actually something really good to see, because his acting really holds this episode. You do see a lot of his emotion towards what he's seeing, and it's just adding to this character, adding to what Dwight's gang is dealing with. Armand finally got brought up. His wife randomly just showed up, so that was very insane. The episode literally leaves you off with Tyson beat up, so now let's see how Dwight's gonna actually react to that and see how the next episode is gonna go. Say this was like a filler episode. It's a lot of corruption that we're still seeing and still enjoying it. I do like the choice of barely having Dunmire in this episode, but when he shows up, you could just see that griminess, that he has tricks up his sleeve type of vibe. Bill wasn't in this episode, so he's gonna get involved a lot more. The flow of this one is kind of like a slow burner. The last half, I would say, it was where you kind of wanted the direction of this Tulsa King vibe to go to. Definitely know that you're gonna see a lot of crazy intense stuff in the next one, so let's see how the next episode goes. After my watching the third season, episode 3 of Tulsa King, the G and the OG, out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this episode a 8 out of 10. That's my review for the third season, third episode of Tulsa King, the G and the OG. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.